Hey everybody, welcome to this. My name's Amy and today's class is a writing class. We're going to be looking at a document which is attached to the class description and contains some more interesting, new, possibly exciting English words that you can incorporate into your English vocabulary. The challenge for today's class is to write something using as many of these words as possible. And if you have a look at the document, you'll see that there's a definition for each one. So if they're new words to you, you should be able to see what kind of parts of speech they are, verbs, adjectives, and what do they mean. So hopefully, as well as practicing some writing, you can also learn a couple of new fun words today and make your English a little bit more exciting. So if you'd like to practice your writing, do come along, join us. It's an open, free writing class, so you're welcome to write whatever you like. Challenge yourself a little bit. Use some of these new words that we're going to make. Before we get started on that, let me have a look at some links. I'm going to paste these two into the chat box, and they are useful to you for the following reasons. The Verbling Facebook page is the first link. If you want to head to Facebook at some point during your day, you can follow me or any of the other Verbling teachers to keep an eye on us, basically. I think it's a good way of keeping English regular in your day, because Facebook, usually, I don't know if you're anything like me, but I check Facebook quite regularly, and if you have to keep you focused on your studying. And if you want to find out anything a bit more about Verbling teachers, classes, or tutoring sessions, then you're welcome to visit the Verbling teacher pages of any of the teachers. So write us a message, get in touch with us, book a tutoring session, or join a class. So, without further ado, we are going to have a look at today's topic with our fun words, and we're going to just say hello to our writing students who are ready with their pens and, no, actually, not pens anymore, right? They're ready with their fingers. Felipe, hello.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks, Felipe. Are you ready to write?
Sorry?
Are you ready to write?
Oh, yeah. Yesterday I was in your class, but I don't know why, but my internet doesn't work. Oh, sorry, it didn't work yesterday.
Yeah, I know. It was a shame that we didn't get to speak much, but it's good to see you again today.
Okay, thank you very much.
No worries. Okay, and who else do we have here? We have Ceballos. I'm not sure how to say your name, sorry. Hello? Are you there, Ceballos?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now. Hello.
Hello. You can call me Carlos. Ceballos is my last name.
Okay. Carlos. Well, very nice to meet you, Carlos. Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico, Baja California Sur.
Okay. And you've just celebrated your Mexican Independence Day, I hear.
Yes, but here we had problems because an hurricane was here before yesterday.
Yep. I heard about that. And how was it anywhere near you?
Sorry?
Was the hurricane near you, nearby?
Yes. The hurricane passed through my city.
Whew. And how is it looking? Was anything damaged? Your family okay?
My family is okay, but there are much disaster in the streets. Sticks fell down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
House walls fell down. Trees, everything.
So it looks like a bit chaotic.
Yes, in Los Cabos, many people doesn't have water.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Have food stores, and it's a chaos. It's like a zombie look. I don't know how to say.
Yes. looks like zombies. You could say.
I mean, no zombie. It's like Walking Dead environment, or how do you say?
Maybe deserted. Deserted.
Yes.
So that means nobody around.
Yes. Yes.
I'm so sorry about that, Carlos. That's terrible.
Yes, but I have internet, so to not get boring, I decide to enter to the class.
Distract yourself. That sounds like a good idea. I'm glad. All right. Well, welcome to both of you. Firstly, just see if you can. Have you got access to the PDF file called Fun English Words, guys? That's the first thing I want to know. It's attached to the class description. And can you see it? No? Yep. All right. I'm going to upload it to. I'm going to upload it to the Google Drive as well. So take a look at the Google Drive. Oh, there's another thing in there. There's two files that I need you to look at for today. And the first one is the one that we're going to use for writing on. And the second one is called Fun English Words. So take a look and see if you can access those. There's a link in the Google chat if you can't use the Google Drive that you should be able to click on and get. So take a look at those guys and see what happens. And let me know if you're stuck, okay? How are we going? Alright, any problems? Have you guys accessed the two files?
No.
Alright, take a look at the Google chat. Probably easiest. If you have a look in the Google chat box, you'll just click on the link and you should be able to get straight into the file. Sometimes the Google Drive's a bit tricky to manage. While you're doing that, I'm just going to say hello to Javier. Hello.
Hello, Miss.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Nice to meet you too. I'm from Peru.
Alright, welcome. If we can access the files. Guys, if you look in the Google chat, you'll be able to click on the links. Are we there? The file. No? Yes? Let me show you what it should look like. So this is the first file, Fun English Words. It has a list of different words that I want you to use today. And the second file is just blank because we're going to be using it to write on. So it's not really anything to look at quite at the moment, but there will be when you guys have written your piece of writing. So how are we going? Do we have problems? Who needs some help? The second file is this one, guys. I'll just show you on the screen. It should just says, let's write using some fun English words. Okay, looks like we're in. Alright, so it's important that you guys can access the PDF file as well because that's what you're going to be using to write today. What you have to do simply is to write whatever you like using as many words as you can from the PDF file, okay? Just as a little bit of a challenge because I think that when you see some words that you don't necessarily use yourself all the time, it's a good idea, especially when you have a teacher handy to do corrections for you, that you can try and use a bit more vocab in your writing. So if you just have a little look through, we're going to read these words through, and you'll see the description underneath. We won't spend too much time on them, but if you do have a question about a particular word as you're writing, then you can let me know. So I'm going to ask Felipe to read the first 5, please. Can you see them there?
Sorry, teacher, I don't understand.
Have you accessed the PDF file called Fun English Words, Felipe?
I have to use this is words, yeah?
Yeah, when you're writing, what I'd like you to do is try to use some words from this file. And if you look at the screen, are you able to see the screen that I've shared with you with the words on it? Right.
Yeah, I see the words, but
Excellent.
I don't know what I have to do.
I just want you to read out the words for us so that we can become familiar with them, please. So just read, that's all.
Okay.
Becoming, yeah.
Yep, next one.
Effervescent.
Yep,
Anti-clockwise. I don't
Yep.
know. Okay.
good.
Brood.
Yep,
Vermi.
okay. And I'll get Carlos to read the next one.
In cahoots,
Yep.
and annihilate,
This one is annihilate.
annihilate,
Good.
selfish,
Yep.
cryptic,
And
and pandemonium.
good. Thank you. And I'll get Javier to read the next ones.
Consider. Minute.
In actual fact, because this word here means very, very, very small, it's pronounced minute.
Minute.
Yep. Keep going.
Minute. Indent. Straight. Fancy.
Yep. All right. Felipe, your turn again.
Okay. Generate. Temper. Crew. Justify.
Justify.
Justify. And contempt.
And Felipe, no, Carlos.
Okay.
Rail against, boast, lofty.
Perfect. All right, guys, so in your own time, you've got about half an hour, okay? So you've got plenty of time to read through these words, to have a think, and to literally write anything you like. So you can write a story, you can write a memory, you can make up a poem, you can write a book review, you can write anything you like, inspired by one or more of these words. So, for example, the word becoming is the first one, and to become is obviously a verb, but we also use this word to mean attractive. So I might say something like, oh, you look very becoming in that ball dress, and I might write a story about a girl going to a ball. Or I might choose balmy, which is a great word that means mad or crazy, and that might inspire me to write a story or a poem about balmy pirates. Who knows? It could be whatever you like, so go wild with your imaginations. If you have questions, feel free to talk to me as we go through. And in about half an hour, we'll pause and we'll read each other's work, maybe a little less than half an hour, and then we'll correct, okay? So any questions?
No. The meaning of the words, the meaning of some words, I don't know it.
That's okay. So the meanings are underneath all of these words. And if you don't understand, feel free to ask me, or you can just ignore it and choose one that you do understand, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, teacher. Can you do any example?
Yep, I will do an example right now to show you, okay? So I'm going to get rid of that, and I'll screen share with the other file that we're going to be using, which is here. So what I'd like you to do is use this file here to actually do your writing. Just type your name. So, for example, this is me, Amy, and I'm going to have a look at the PDF file, and I'm going to choose the word annihilate because it's a cool word. Okay. So, for example, annihilate means to destroy something completely. So it might be to do with, I don't know, war, a battle. It might be an explosion. Maybe it's a hurricane. Any of these things could have something to do with the word annihilate. And I'm going to think about it for a moment. Maybe I'll write about the Mexican hurricane. So last Saturday, oh, let's put yesterday. When was the hurricane, Carlos? Yesterday. Yesterday, a huge hurricane flew through my town and annihilated everything. I feel devastated. My family is okay, but everything I have ever known has been destroyed. And then I'm going to carry on writing about my experience, okay? Or I might choose another word, cryptic, which means mysterious or unclear. And perhaps I have received a letter in the mail. This morning I woke up. Do you guys get the idea?
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
so whatever you like, you can go crazy with your imaginations, and we'll see what you come up with. I'll write a little bit more so you can use that as an example, and I'll give you probably just say. Off you go.
Okay.
Does it need to have a sequence, or it's only a sentence?
I would try and write as much as you can. So make up a story, tell me a big experience that you've had or a memory, anything you like, but try to write a little bit more, so chunks, and you can use as many words as you like, or just one, okay?
Okay.
Can I start?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Just type your name
okay.
any way you like. And we
Okay.
won't read it out until the end, so you've got plenty of time to think about what you want to say and write something, okay?
Hello, Miss.
Hello, you have a
Uh,
question?
Sorry, could you
The file?
show us all these words?
Yes, you should be able to have, if you click on the Google chat box,
Okay.
Javier, you've got the link there. All you have to do is click on the link and then you can download it for yourself, okay?
Okay.
Oh, sorry, teacher. I have started with becoming. Is
Okay,
becoming?
yeah.
Okay.
You can choose any of the words that you like, okay?
Okay.
Felipe is writing something because I can watch watch it.
One moment.
That's okay. Don't worry about it, guys. And what I might do is I will let you have a look at the words on the screen instead of your writing so you don't feel self-conscious, okay? Hold on a moment. There we go. All right, so feel free to use any of the ones on the screen or from the file.
I don't know. My sentence is correct. Okay.
That's okay. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. So use it in whatever way you can, and if it's incorrect, I will show you the right way to use it. Okay. If you need some help, you can always ask me now, or type your sentence in the chat box, and I can help you with it. That's up to you.
I put my first sentence in the chat box. I don't know what is
Yep,
the
if
name.
you'd like, if you want to, and I'll help you correct it so you get it right before you carry on writing. That's fine. If you want to do
The-
that.
Then the sentence it's correct.
I can't see it at the moment, so
Okay.
I can just take a look at the document if you'd like. Just a moment. It's the one you've highlighted, Felipe. Yeah, this year
Sorry.
in Bristol. Is it this year in Bristol?
Sorry.
No. Which sentence is it that you want me to look at?
Yeah, I'm looking at the sentence.
Okay, so I can see it on the document, and it says this year in Bristol Zoo were born 3 lion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you've used the word becoming correctly, but you've used it in the other sense of the word, the verb, okay? So in this document, all I've given you is the word becoming can also be an adjective, which means beautiful, as in, that lady looks very becoming in that dress. Okay?
Okay. Then becoming in this sentence has another meaning. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Ah,
So
okay.
So you could say these lions are really different because they are a white color, which is very becoming, for example. And that would be correct. Okay?
Okay. So sorry.
No worries. That's the whole point. Learning some new vocab today.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. just want to say hi to Milton. Hi, Milton. Welcome to the class.
Hi, teacher. Thank you. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. You're very welcome to join us as we're doing some writing. You should be able to access the documents in the Google Drive or from the links on the Google chat, which I'll repaste for you.
Yes, right now I am writing my text.
Excellent. All right, I will speak to you later.
Yes, thank you.
I
Yep. Problem?
um, I need to write the sentence here.
If you can write it in the second of the two documents, the one called V140918 Fun Words. Have you got access to that, Carlos? No?
I didn't understand.
All right, Carlos, all you need to do is you can write your piece of writing anywhere. You can write it in a Word file if you like. Then once you've finished, just paste it into the chat box for me, and I will paste it into the other document before we correct, okay? So all you need to do is write and then paste it into the chat box.
Okay.
Sorry, teacher. I don't know.
You right, Felipe? You want me to have a look at your second sentence? Just a moment.
Okay.
It's kind of annoying because the file's just having a little moment of annoyance. Just a sec. Okay. Effervescent, yeah? Is that what you want me to look at?
Yeah.
That's very good. That's perfect.
Okay.
Rather unusual, but funny. Yeah.
Okay. Teacher,
Yes.
anti-clockwise. Can I use when I thought about the drive a car?
Sorry, Felipe. Can you repeat that? It was a bit noisy. I didn't hear you properly.
Can I use anti-clockwise when I'm
Yes,
going
you can.
to when I'm going to talk about the drive a car, for example?
Yep, absolutely. Anything that's to do with the direction, you could use it.
It's okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem. Now, Carlos, I see that you've pasted your writing. Have you finished your writing?
Yes, I only used one word.
That's all right. Are you continuing to write, or would you like to correct that?
Correct. I don't know where is
What
it.
correct means to check it. So I'm going to read it and check it for you.
Yes, it's okay. I think it's for me. It's okay. It's all I can do.
Okay, let me put just a second, and I'll get it onto the screen for us, and then I'll get you to read it. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to take away these guys so that we can have a look at Carlos's work, but everyone else, you keep writing. All right. Carlos, can you see that? Let me make it a little bit bigger. All right. Would you like to read it, please, Carlos? Are you there, Carlos? You're muted. You have to unmute your microphone.
Yes.
All right. Could you read it out, please?
Mine?
Yep.
Okay. Some Japanese students visited La Paz recently. I'm cheerful because I want to help them to learn Spanish this weekend. But they told me that they decided to go to a fancy restaurant to eat rather than being in the university. It's at university.
Mm-hmm.
So they did not know which restaurant to choose. So I take them to the most fancy restaurant of all La Paz, Palermo restaurant. Palermo's restaurant. I don't know.
Well done. Great. Yep, that's good. Apostrophe. It depends whether the name is Palermo's or if it belongs to a man called Palermo.
Yes, I think it's Palermo's restaurant. Yes.
Okay. Brill. All right, so well done. Let's take a look at it. What I'm going to do is some corrections in bold, okay? So, Japanese, because it's a nationality, we have to use a capital letter. Some Japanese students visited, and the same with La Paz. You've got that correct the second time round, so I won't bold that. Recently. And I think here we need a full stop, okay? Because it's like you finish saying one thing and you're going to say something else. So, I am cheerful because I want to help them learn Spanish this weekend. Okay, now, what you've got here is visited. That's the past tense, right? Then you've got, but they told me. And in this sentence, for some reason, you've got the present tense. So it's a little bit confusing. I think we need to put it back into the past so that it all makes sense together. So I was cheerful, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I was cheerful because I...
Wanted to help to
Spanish has a capital as well. We always do for nationalities, for languages, which is a little bit different to Spanish, I know. This weekend, because we're not talking in the past, we really need to say that, because this weekend is talking about something that's coming up, okay? So that weekend. But they told me that they decided they had decided, because this is something that took place before they told you, right? They told you, but that was after they had already decided. So we need to take this one step further back into the past. But they decided to go to a fancy restaurant to eat rather than being, and then corrected yourself, at university. So they did not know which got the two letters muddled up there, which restaurant to choose. Whoops. Choose in the present, or the infinitive, as we've got here, has double O, okay?
Okay.
So, okay, what's the past tense of take?
I took them.
Yeah. I took them to the most fancy restaurant of all. Of all La Paz. In all La Paz. Palermo's restaurant. Full stop, don't forget. Great. Well done, Carlos.
Okay.
Now, fancy was your word, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, now I want to point out that actually the meaning in the document was slightly different to this meaning. So you are absolutely correct in that fancy can mean special, high class, expensive, that kind of meaning. But also it can mean to feel like doing something, to want to do something. So I might say to you, Carlos, do you fancy going to a restaurant?
Do you fancy
going to a restaurant tonight? And it means the same as do you feel like? Do you understand what do you feel like means?
Yes, yes.
Yeah?
It's like,
So it
it's like is being in a good mood to go to a restaurant.
exactly right, yeah. So be aware that you can actually use that word in another way as well, okay?
Okay.
Well done, Carlos. Excellent work. Okay, now is anybody else ready to correct their work? Felipe or Javier or Milton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who said yes?
Wait a minute, please.
Milton, did you say that you were ready?
No, but I am ready.
Okay, Milton, you are ready, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. Alright, that's alright. If you're still writing, no problem. We've got more time. But if you finish, then we may as well correct. So, Milton, I'm going to make yours a bit bigger. And if you wouldn't mind to read it for me, please.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the social networks. That topic is interesting for me because I have been using them since MySpace. All those social networks became in a part of our lives and still growing up like a effervescent pill in water. All the people generate controversy about these social networks. For someone are a space for hobby, and for others things that could be dangerous, putting selfies because kids are watching all these kind of actions to make their own robbery. These selfish people always show fancy stuff in these pics. This not justify the action for the thieves, but the young people should not have this kind of selfies in their profiles.
Great, Milton. Well done. Now, I've included this word here, selfie-ish, because this is, as you can see, it's underlined in red, right? It's not currently in the dictionary because it's slang, and also it's a relatively new word, right? The word selfie. However, it's a really nice play on words because it's very close to the word selfish, right? So what it means is people who are completely who like to put selfies or pictures of themselves on the internet but not include anyone else, and so they're selfish in the way that they put their selfies up. Well done, Milton. Let's have a look at it. I'm going to talk about, we don't need the, because you're talking about something in general, right? So just leave the out. Social networks, and I think full stop.
Okay.
That topic, or perhaps because you're actually talking about it right now, this topic. This topic is interesting for me because I have been using, not used, using. I have been using them since MySpace. all those social networks became, we don't need to say became part of our lives, and still and are still growing up. What's the difference, Milton, between growing and growing up?
I don't know.
Okay, that's no problem. You're about to find out. To grow is simply to increase in size, right?
Okay.
I think that one's quite clear. However, to grow up is actually quite different. To grow up either means that you are maturing, as in getting more mature, right? Becoming an adult, or it's referring to a child turning into an adult.
Okay.
So in this case, I think you mean just grow.
Yes.
All right. So that's a good phrasal verb to remember, the difference between grow and grow up.
Okay.
Still growing, like an effervescent pill in water. I like the imagery. Great choice of words. Okay, and effervescent was one of the words from today. Well done. All the people generate all the people. We don't say all the people really in English. What do we usually say?
All people?
Nope.
All people alone? Everybody.
Yeah, everybody or everyone is usually more common. We can say all the people in something such as all the people who have ever eaten chocolate. But generally, when we're talking about like people in like the sense of a group of someone, we usually use the words everybody or everyone. Okay.
Okay.
Then we need to put an S here because it's actually used as a third person. So everybody or everyone generates controversy about these social networks, plural. If you've got plural.
Okay.
Someone, for some, or for some people, they, because we need to add in that little subject, okay? Because you've got for some people, that's sort of like a separate clause, so you need the subject again here. They are. For some people, they are a space for hobbies. Or
Hobbies.
Plural? Yeah. Or you can say they're a space for a hobby, but you need to choose a if you're going to do singular, okay? Or else plural.
Okay.
And for others, they again, because we've got for some people and for others, the same reason, they think. Because they is plural, we don't need an S. They think that it could be dangerous. Putting selfies in English, you can't just put something, you have to put something somewhere. So where are we going to put them? Putting selfies where?
Okay.
Perhaps online, Milton? Or
Yes.
yeah,
Online in her profile picture.
Yep. Okay. Good. Great one. Whatever you choose, it just needs to be somewhere because you can't use the word put without a location. Okay. So putting selfies online or putting selfies as a profile picture, because thieves are watching all this kind of actions to make their own robberies. Okay. Thieves are watching all this kind of action or these kind of actions. Okay.
Okay.
You've got to match up the plural or the singular. 2, we don't actually make a robbery in English. We usually just use the verb straight, so to rob, or to do a robbery, or to, what do we say? I would say just go straight for the verb here, Milton. To rob people.
Okay. Rob people.
Yeah. Okay, so then we've got people, which is plural, right? So we need to have these. These selfish people always show, because it's plural again, fancy stuff in these, or there, not justify the action for thieves. This does not justify. This does not justify the action of thieves. The action of thieves, because it's the action that thieves do, right?
Okay.
Themselves. But the young people should not have this kind of selfies, these kind of selfies, in their profiles. Very good. Now, Milton, really, your corrections were pretty much all the same, right? You just need to be very careful about the difference between singular and plural. So once you finish doing your writing, check through and check that you've got this if it's singular and these if it's plural, okay?
Okay.
The other thing to remember is everybody or everyone is what we usually say rather than all the people. And apart from that, you've used the words really well, so well done.
Thank you.
Alright, let's have a look and see who's next. Felipe or Javier? Who would like to go next?
For me, it's okay.
Okay, Felipe, let me have a look, see where you are. Here, perfect. Just going to make it a bit bigger and ask you if you could please read it. Alright, Felipe, could you read, please?
Which?
All of them!
Anti-clockwise. Today in the newspaper there were several news about the new practice between young drivers. They do competition with other drivers. They have to drive anti-clockwise in the traffic circle for a long time. Who drive for more time will be the winner. It's an awful practice. So young drivers put endangered pedestrian and other driver who don't drive anti-clockwise.
Very good. Okay, let's have a look at this and then we'll look at the other two words. So, today in the newspaper there were several news. We can't put news because news in this case is an adjective, so we need to put something like items, news items or reports, something like that, okay?
Okay.
Or you can put several pieces of news, but this sounds a bit better, so I'll stick with that, about the new practice between young drivers. Let's put a full stop because you're about to do an explanation, so you need to differentiate. So we'll start a new sentence. They do competition. I think better than this is simply to say they compete. Okay?
Okay.
They compete with other drivers. They have to drive anti-clockwise in the traffic circle for a long time. Okay, this is interesting because anti-clockwise, as you can see in the file, is actually the word that we use in the UK. So if you want to use the American, it's counterclockwise. Okay.
Okay.
Traffic circle is a US term, and in the UK we call it a roundabout. So either
Okay.
you put counterclockwise with traffic circle, or you put anti-clockwise with roundabout, okay?
Okay.
So let's put counterclockwise. So they have to drive counterclockwise in the traffic circle for a long time. And then let's put a full stop because it gets a bit confusing. So then we need to put the person who drives for more time will be the winner, full stop. It's Anne. We need Anne because this is a vowel, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's an awful practice. So young drivers put endangered. Let's do what we did before and change it to endanger. Young drivers in danger.
In danger. Okay.
Nice words. You can use it as a straight verb, okay? To endanger something. Or you can say to put somebody in danger.
Okay.
The person who drives for more time, blah, blah, blah. So young drivers endanger pedestrians and other drivers who don't. Oh, interesting.
Oh.
There we go. Who don't drive anti-clockwise. Very good. That was really well done. Okay, let's have a look at your other ones, Felipe. So this here in Bristol Zoo. Can you read that one?
Oh, sorry?
We'll have a look at your other two words, becoming and effervescent. There's a few more corrections to make in those as well.
I don't understand. Becoming?
Yeah, becoming.
I have to read?
Yes, please.
Yeah. This year in Bristol Zoo were born three lions. Everybody are thinking these lions are becoming the most beautiful lion in UK. These lions are really different because they are white color, which is very becoming.
All right, so this year in Bristol Zoo, we have to put the subject first, okay? So three lions, because there's three of them, oh, were born, all right? Everybody, well done. Everybody is thinking because everybody, for some reason, is treated as third person, okay? Everybody is thinking these lions are becoming the most beautiful lions in the UK. We usually put the with UK. These lions are really different because they are a white colour, or simply they are white, alright?
Okay.
Because we know that white is a colour, so you don't really need to say that, which is very becoming. Excellent.
Okay.
Last one, Felipe, effervescent.
The last Sunday, I was in a new cafe where I tried effervescent coffee. Then I was asking the waiter why the coffee was effervescent. Then he told me that there is a new company that offers every drink with bubbles. I know everybody are drinking effervescent this winter.
This is my favorite. It's so funny. Okay. We don't need to say that. We just say simply last Sunday, okay? Last, and Sunday has a capital in English. Last Sunday, I was in a new cafe where I tried an because we've got a vowel again. An effervescent coffee. Full stop, I think. You don't need to put then. I was asking the waiter why. I think you need to say I asked the waiter. I asked because you ask something as a one-off. It's not a continual thing, okay?
Okay.
I asked the waiter why the coffee was effervescent, and he told me that there is a new company that offers every drink with bubbles. I know everybody third person is drinking effervescent this winter. Well done. Really good, Felipe. Well done. You've used the words very well, so congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Now, I was just going to see if Javier was around, but he seems to have gone. So Javier, I don't know where you've gone. If you want me to correct your writing, maybe you could send me a message and I will correct it and send it back to you. I'll write you a message to that effect. But apart from that, guys, really good writing. Well done. Take away that file with you and see if you can use some more of those fun words when you're speaking and writing. Any questions before we go?
No, for me it's okay.
All right, excellent. How about you, Milton? Are you doing all right? He's already gone, I think. All right, guys. Well, take care. Have a really good evening, and I hope to see you again soon.
Okay, thank you. Sure, bye.
Bye.